Okay, today gamers, I am going to do something I usually don't do. This is my first time starting up and playing Cryptark, which is a game I am supposed to review soon. I figured I would let you see the game as I see it, you know, from start in about 30 minutes or more in. Let you gauge for yourself, you know, whether or not you like it, and I'll give my thoughts on it, and you know, go over things and features, and try to give you a sort of a pre-review review, as it were. As far as the preview trailers I saw of this, it reminded me of two things. It reminded me of H.R. Geiger's Aliens and the Alien movies that spawned from it. And it reminded me of the old school 2D Metroidvanias, like the whole mother brain concept. You gotta infiltrate the system, you know, through Metroidvania means, and conquer the operating system behind the whole outbreak or alien infestation or whatever you would call it. And that is one of the things I took from the trailers that I watched on YouTube before actually getting picked to review the game. Another thing that it reminded me of is a recent indie game I reviewed, which I did not exactly favor. It was called Rive, I think, and it was a tank in a similar Metroidvania environment. You're battling off waves of, you know, shmup type enemies, shoot 'em up type enemies, and you're, you know, go battling bosses and stuff. And that game, it lost me about at level 10 when the environmental, you know, aspects of the game started getting aggravating, and I spent like 30 minutes, you know, playing in one spot trying to get past it because the timing of the environmental objects and the traps and the stuff that were going on were so out of sync with what you could do with the controls, and the controls themselves were awkward, which is a concern of mine going into this game, because it is in some ways like Rive. It looks like it, at least, except you're not controlling a tank that can be planted on the platforms or whatever, but more a, you know, flying mechanoid man or spaceship or something. But let's tone down the music here a bit so I don't get outplayed, my voice get outplayed by the thing. See, you got the end game waypoints off, the set cursor, change that. Artifacts options, artifacts. So you're gonna be recovering like hidden items, basically. It looks like level 2, 3 warships, max loadout of. Looks like it's got like requirements to recover the and certain events you gotta pay attention to recover the artifacts, whatever they are. So that's a neat feature. Get into the game without talking too much more, and we'll see what this is about. Got looks like you've got a co-op campaign. That's interesting. Definitely a feature usually you don't see in this type of game. You got the campaign, you got Rogue. We're gonna start with the campaign and go from there. I might touch base with the other things later, but I need to get some gaming started. So what I gathered from that little cutscene, comic book panels, is
Attention all crew, we've made contact with the outskirts of the target flotilla. Make ready to commence pioneer operations immediately. Our contractors have hired us to locate and secure a flagship-class derelict they're calling the Cryptark. There's some piece of premium xenotech on board they want to get their hands on, and we're the ones who landed the job. To find the Cryptark's position within the fleet, and how to open it up, we'll have to shake down a number of these subjacent vessels for intel. Unfortunately, it won't be easy. These ghost ships have some onboard security built to last, so we'll have to blast our way in. This straggler will be a good target to stretch our legs and test the temperature of the water.
Okay, so what I was saying is this reminds me kind of like Rive, where the space dude, the space trucker, he reminded me of a trucker. He basically happens upon a factory, space factory of sorts, and this one's different in that it's aliens looking for alien technology, trying to scout for it, and trying to infiltrate a sort of base, like a derelict spaceship or whatever, trying to get in and loot the place for the xenotechnology, or whatever they're calling it here. Welcome to the stream. We are playing Cryptark here. Trying to do a
local vector with target vessel is locked. Operator lights green. Hangar depressurized. Move out to the arming area and careful you don't bang up my flight deck. Right, let's go down the checklist here and make sure you didn't knock any screws loose on the trip over. The old gunhead here's got 4 weapon hardpoints and 4 item brackets. First up, rattle off a few rounds from the machine gun into the target. Check. Next, the ram spike should punch a hole through anything that gets too close. Target's up. Check. Now spit out a few grenades. Make sure the feed hasn't gummed up again. Good. Finally, fire up that shield generator. I'd rather you burn out the power cell than bring my suit back with holes in it.
Okay, let's see what we're looking at here. Pull up your tactical map. Now let's figure out a plan of attack. This here is our primary objective, the core. All defensive bodies appear to be networked to this centralized AI vortex. Knock out the core and the ship will be powerless. But first, this active shield system will have to be taken offline. It looks to be protecting the core with some sort of energy field. Scanner sweep also indicates multiple other security systems are active as well. Take a look around and plan to take out modules that might be a problem.
This is very confusing, I'll be honest. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here. Let's see. Yeah, it was not a good, didn't even explain how you get in. This is ridiculous, like, I'll be honest, I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Destroy the, frick. This has done a fail for me. Like, this is like ridiculous. Like, I'm actually irritated. It went from like complicated controls to not knowing what the heck you're supposed to do. Now what the hell am I supposed to do? You fail, Cryptark developers. You fail with a freaking passion there. I can zoom in. Don't know what that's gonna do. Dude, this is beyond irritating. Like, this is beyond ridiculous. This is I don't even know what to say. This is the worst design of a freaking video game I've ever seen. And that is my professional opinion. Like, nothing that dude said in that freaking thing made it didn't even say what to do. It's just like stupid. Destroy the core. Okay. Okay. Press start. It didn't even tell me I could press options to get out of it. What in the frick? That is a huge.
Start mission clock.
That is
Take out that core and make us some money.
Huge point against this game. Yeah, it's got some good music. Look at that. Well, it shouldn't be that way, though. I mean, to be honest, like it should. The campaigns, like the main mode you go to at first, I would imagine, but like, oh, dude, this is like I didn't even get to set my waypoints because I was so confused by the freaking thing. That was locked. Old Metroidvania style there. Can't get into some areas until you've met the requirements of others. Now the controls are manageable. That's like I don't know, I wouldn't call it twin thumbstick exactly, but it's got the aiming is like tied to the right thumbstick. The shooting are basically like the functions, the four functions are the shoulder buttons. It feels smooth. You just gotta remember what does what. Like L2 does the shield, R2 does shooting, R1 does the grenade, and L1 does the round. The game looks good, it sounds good, but man, that was that start was rough. Like, I'll be honest, that was This is the campaign. This is the campaign, and I know it's not a Metroidvania, I know, but it's built kind of like one. Like, I'm saying that because, like, it's got the platform set up without the actual platforming, but this is the campaign. I am playing the campaign right now. Destroy the core. Okay, I did set that waypoint, I guess. There's a brain. Oh, I am dead.
You're getting lit up like a light bulb.
I sure did. I'm not good at this yet. Shields was good point. Yeah, I got distracted. That'll be some backtracking, some major backtracking. Okay, so it's got a sort of lock sequence. Oh, what's that?
Machine gun ammunition depleted.
One of your weapons is out of ammo.
No, that is interesting. You run out of ammo.
We launched earlier, kicking around his ship. You can re-arm at one of them.
Ammo. Key. distracting looking at the lower right map and trying to pay attention to the thing here. What is that thing? Anybody know? How to get inside that thing to... Alright. So basically the point is you gotta take down the defenses, you got to go from room to room looting the place. I'm in outer space. Oh, thanks.
Decode recovered.
Still don't know where the oh, I see the ammo. Okay, that is my bad. That is my bad. That is the ammo. Trying to get rid of that thing if I can. Oh, dude, that's like...
Whoa! You just kicked the hornet's nest. Careful about tripping those alarm sensors. I see multiple contacts.
Yeah, that's noob mistake. Okay. Wasn't paying attention to the comments, as it were. And lesson learned: don't trigger the alarm, as the dude said. Jumping Jackson, killing the shield system. So. Basically, yeah, I missed a lot. Now, to be fair, but in my defense, a lot of it's not explained from the get-go. This is the campaign, and the dude said the tutorial was good in the campaign, but from what I'm seeing, there is a lot that could have been better explained, and this game did not do a good job of getting me started, as it were. Gave me the basic ship functions, the stuff like that, but it did not give me what I needed to know in the way things work, the function, you know, the different focuses of the whole infiltration and looting process, as it were. It did not explain it well, and you know, they can defend it all they want. Like this is just raw. You saw it yourself. Like there was just limited tutorial info in the campaign. And the campaign should be where you get all that info, and need to go back to the shield and destroy that thing. The controls are good, music's good, the feel of the game is good. I feel it could be better explained, and that the focus on following the map and then minding the finding the on-screen action is a little, what's the word? Let's see. Is a, it's not exactly what I would consider to be, well done. I guess that's what I'm getting at. It's not, it could have been, it could have been done better. You got to see, you're having to mine the map to go places, but then you have to mine the, finding what's going on in the environment to try and, get things done. And, you know, to be fair, like, there's not much, there doesn't seem to be much enemy, activity at this point. It's just a, go in, take out the defenses, you know, get the ammo, do things like that, and, you know, little mission objectives, trying to, you know, get from point A to point B, doing a little backtracking and whatnot, and these little maze-like, roguelike environments. Roguelike, I'm supposing the game is, I'm imagining the game, like, changes with each playthrough of this roguelike. I don't know if the campaign would be roguelike, because it's gotta have, like, a set objective to complete, I would imagine. He could have been talking about the, other modes, but I don't know. Roguelike. Even with me triggering that alarm, there's not a lot of enemy activity. I don't see. Oh, I triggered another
Watch
alarm.
out! That system you just hit is linked with an alarm system somewhere on the ship.
Man, new mistakes. But, you know, be fair, like, this is my first playthrough. I have not played it prior to this, and I am learning. If you kill it, you neutralize the alarm system, so that's a good thing to know. Definitely a good thing to know. So basically, when you're watching the map and you're looking at the icons, the yellow tag-looking things are key items or whatever. I don't know what that thing is. I still don't know what that thing is. But it seemed it did do some damage to me. There's another key. Got another key. Basically, I don't know, it doesn't look like it's a time thing yet. I imagine things might intensify or kind of ramp up as you play more. That is a guess. But yep. So far, there's the brain, the mother brain, like I was telling you about Metroidvania, you know. Like I understand where the guy was coming from in the comments. Like, it's not a Metroidvania more than it is like a maze that is set up like Metroidvania is more of a shoot 'em up, with objectives. Like, the point looks to be to take out the main core.
Neutralized. Chain reaction is shutting down the other security elements. We'll call the salvagers to come and cash out. Good work.
Okay, and then it looks like it's gonna be a point-to-point type of thing with similar objectives.
But we'll pull in more funds for each boat we capture. Just don't get sloppy. You crash and burn out there and we'll get slapped with the expenses.
Looks like you got upgrades too.
We go into the red, our contract gets torched.
The way the main character is talking with Captain, it looks like you got power station. Reward, scrapyard. You basically get rewards for doing stuff. So total revenue. I guess it's giving me freedom of choice here, I guess. Freedom of choice. I'll go through another one just now that I understand what's going on. System scan 6, AI scan 7, tech, MO stations 1, goal time. So you do have a goal. You have a goal time 7 minutes 22 seconds. Like you're supposed to. Don't trip alarms. Don't destroy nuclear. No, it says destroy nuclear destructs. You get bonus payouts for reaching. I think the goal time's mandatory. You got to complete that to get the 118k. But for extra bonus bank, you get like you got to complete these side objectives, which is don't trip the alarms, destroy like nuclear destructs, and no energy weapons used. So difficulty, it's got a difficulty setting, class, power station. We'll just get into this and try to do it right this time, you know, whatnot, set the waypoints the way we're supposed to and all that stuff. I understand it now, but you know, as I said, it could have been better explained, and there ain't no defending that.
Hey, look at this! We got our mitts on some new equipment licenses. Plug it in the loadout rig here, and I'll get you all geared up, sonny. Right, let's get down to business. You got 4 weapon points that can carry whatever hardware we got licenses for. I can modify the amount of hull durability your suit has as well. Bolting on extra plating can get pricey though. Lastly, there's 4 utility item brackets that can be loaded up with whatever goodies you think might come in handy.
Okay, so you can upgrade your health, your hull strength, your 4 basic weapons, and then you can do the up to 4 different health or whatever other items they have. I'm gonna upgrade the hull strength a little bit. I don't think I can do that. Can't do the shield. Maybe I can.
I got all the armaments cataloged by type. Be sure to let me know how much ammo you want for each gun too.
So that's not an upgrade. That's more of a ammunition type deal. You got shotgun, different types of ram, spike, high explosive grenades, shields, energy blaster. Gonna try to okay, shield. Okay, that's universal selection for all the things. It's just you can replace it with whatever you want. No, leave that stuff alone. Got fix down keys. You can buy keys. I don't see the point in that. That kind of takes away from the search efforts. If that makes sense. I'll just upgrade that and leave that be, I think. Let's see.
Hey, remember, all this stuff's gotta be paid for. Equipment costs are only logged after you leave the hangar. So feel free to test out new weapons on the target sim.
Okay, so let's see. Bank. Okay, it takes from it. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I felt the need to, anyways. Anyways. Okay, so when you leave, it actually takes your credits.
Our contractors are
So I just wasted some bullets on that, and okay. I see an entrance up here. I don't think I had a choice to set the waypoint. Kind of. Okay, that is a tech terminal.
Keep an eye out for these alien terminals. In exchange for their data banks, our benefactors will be providing us with new equipment licenses for better weapons and gear.
So you can get new weapons and gear if you find little terminals like that, so that's pretty cool. I will say that is... I don't think you can damage that thing. Good thing to note that kind of damages you. I don't know what the heck I just did. I launched whatever the weapon that was, and I think I just backed myself into a corner. Okay. Learning new stuff everywhere. The alarms are basically basically the red lines. Oh man, those things have like nuclear blast or something. Whoa, I'm getting damaged. Volatile enemies.
Data recovered.
I don't know why the enemies are so explosive like that. That's the what you call it, the core, which I should not be at yet. Okay, that's the traps as it were.
Recovered.
Not even use my shield like a smart gamer would. Not out of health, gonna have to find. Okay, I don't think I want to go out there yet. Maybe I do. Seems to be a door on the downside here. I can't get through that. What is this stuff stuck in the way? Okay. Alien junk. Alien junk. I think I just made a circle. I think I did. Unlock the outer hatch for no good reason. The game looks good. Looking pretty good. Controls, everything seem to be alright. It's just getting to the understanding that should have been better explained. Is the biggest issue for me. I'm about to trip the alarm. I would have. Oh, another trap.
Repaired.
Okay. That was pretty good.
Neutralized.
Oh Okay, good, that was cool. Oh, that's not cool though. Save me, save me. Whoa. Nuclear explosion in outer space. Whoa, no. Yeah, you definitely gotta do some dodging. It's, another tech terminal. I don't think I'm gonna beat this in like 7 minutes like I'm supposed to, like, just don't look like it's gonna happen. Escape the wrath. No. There's something burning.
System neutralized.
Another wave of nuclear fallout there in outer space. Something up here.
Decode recovered.
Okay, another one of those. Oops. Okay. Guess I took a shield down or something. Stuff, bad things and stuff, bad things. That is pretty unique the way they did that. The oops, screw that one up. Like, there's different things you've got to do within each area, I guess, and it makes the simple to and fro a little more challenging, complicated.
Decode recovered.
Just gonna go out this outer space here instead of yeah, I'm beyond the time limit there. Kind of overshot it by 30 something seconds. Not good. So let's see. This is where I want to go. It's an interesting concept. It's definitely a unique roguelike experience. Definitely alright, beyond the point that you gotta figure out some stuff on your own. Some stuff isn't readily explained to you, even though it's in the, I don't know if I added it.
Neutralized.
Okay, so basically, that looks to be the point of it. You're looting, you're infiltrating the different stations, the space stations, trying to meet quotas for pay. Yeah, see, he deducted my payment because I didn't meet the requirements, the timed requirement, which was mandatory. The other stuff, like I didn't triple arm, so I got an extra 31k. Used no energy weapons, so I got 31k for that. But I did destroy nuclear destructs, which I guess were those rocket things. So yeah, you definitely gotta mind that if you want to make the most loot in your runs. I'd say you know, considering what this game seems to be on the campaign level, it's not bad. Again, it could have been better explained from the start. It looks like it takes you from point to point, and I'm beginning to see the roguelike aspects of it. Basically, you got a choice when you go from area to area. You can go for the easier difficulty, you can go for the more difficult, and get more money for your upgrades. There's difficulty 1 through 3, and different side objectives. You got the mandatory goal time, plus the bonus objectives, and it tells you basically what type of AI, you know, basically what type of things you run into in the areas, and what is included, like the ammo stations, the health stations, and the tech advances, you know, like the little terminals that I was just unlocking in that other one. Different things have different rewards. That's where the roguelike play comes into play, and each thing has its own brand of rewards, challenges, and payouts, as it were. So I think that's cool. That is definitely a cool aspect of it. It keeps things changed up, and it gives you variety to your game. It'll always be different, you know, in each playthrough, based on your choices. You know, I kind of like that. I mean, it's a good game, and I know I ragged on it hard at the beginning, and for fair reasons. It seems to be a good game for $11. Like, they marked it down twice. If you're a PS Plus subscriber, it was at base level. It was at about $15, a little over 14. They knocked it down below that to 13, and then for PS Plus subscribers, it's at $11. I think, just from looking at the campaign, I think you'd get your money's worth out of it. Definitely understand. Definitely watch this. Like, see my struggle and see how I figured things out. And, maybe it'll help you understand it better, because it is confusing from the start. The campaign is, and should have been better explained in the tutorial. And but once you get beyond that, it's got some meat to the bones. You know, it's got some substance. It feels good. It controls good. It's the spaceship sort of like drifts, and you're controlled like it would be in a gravity situation. The controls, using the 2 thumbsticks and the top 4 shoulder buttons for like weapon functions and stuff. It's easy to use. Feels fluid. The goals, like the map, I will say it detracts from the gameplay a little bit, in that you got to pay attention to the map a lot, and you can't really focus on 2 things at once all the time, and with enemies trying to attack you on the bigger portion of the screen while you're trying to figure out where to go, that kind of poses a slight problem. Not too big of a problem, but a slight problem. Beyond that, I think it's an alright game from what I've seen. I'm thinking about seeing what the other mode is about, and giving you a sneak peek of that if I can. Now, the way this thing looks like, if you look at the bottom of the screen, there's like 5 different levels. Let's see, there's 5, and then there's a diamond-shaped area with a circle. I am guessing, this is a guess, I don't want to get too far into this video and spoil everything or ruin my review, but my guess is that there's a boss, some kind of boss battle or big event at the end of it all, and it changes with each playthrough. Like, each playthrough you go to different, you know, areas, and you go into different stations that you choose based on difficulty or whatnot, and you loot accordingly. You sort of upgrade your ship along the way, you know, to better prepare for it. And by the end, you're probably tested with a big boss fight of some sort. Now, I will verify this in the review when I play some more, and let you know about that in the review. But that is my theory on that. Now, I'm gonna back out of this and try to give you a sneak peek at something else, like try to show you a different part of the game. Now this is called Rogue. I'm gonna see what Rogue is about, because I can't do the co-op campaign. I don't have second player to do that. And Cryptark, I'll just do the Rogue thing here. See what it's about. Let's see, Gunhead. Basically, by getting artifacts, you get different skins for your, there's the rental. Oh, dude. Or shark rental. Do the rental. Basically, different loadouts and different skins is what you got here. It looks like, just go with the gunhead here. And it looks to be similar to the campaign, but more... It's not as story-driven as... I imagine it probably won't be as story-driven as the campaign. I guess I could be wrong.
Listen up. This op is off the books. We're way beyond our contract here. You're outriding the salvage team so we can skim some loot off the top without anyone the wiser. Unfortunately, you're also too far out of range for us to support you with the ship, aside from sending out some supply pods. You'll have to work your way through the derelict fleet, then we'll pick you up on the other side. Remember, you volunteered for this.
This is interesting. This is a, looks to be a branching part of the campaign in a way. Like, it's still got story elements, slightly so. And I'm trying to find an entry point into this, this place here. Trying to get my way in here, see what I can do. Whoa! Things. But basically, it looked like the same setup, just a different, different approach, sort of a branching side thing, without the, without the tutorial, it looks like. The base mechanics still apply. You still got to get the key codes. The whoa, not even paying attention. Still got to get the I think went through the frickin' defy logic. Don't think anything's in there. Hi, dude. How's it going? Thanks for joining the. I need a key. The stream here. I'm trying to figure out where it is I need to go. Here you go. I think I might have to go to a different area. a trip mine. I'm about to get noticed. Okay. Not a trip mine, a frickin' radar sensor. I'm getting the hang of it slowly, like, it took me a while. Y'all guys missed the, little, confusion session that I had there at the start of the campaign. That was a, whoa, what in the world?
Repaired.
I don't think that damaged it. It's alright. Like, once you get past, once you understand what you're supposed to be doing and, understand the, objectives, the goals, the, mechanics and everything, it's an alright, it's an alright game. It is an alright game. I'd suggest, going back and watching this. I'm going to upload this to my YouTube channel, and you'll get all my thoughts on it when I stop streaming here. Well, a little later, I'm going to try to finish up this thing.
System neutralized.
But yeah, I'd say for $11, well, with the PS Plus subscription price, I'd say it's an alright buy. Like, you just gotta figure some things out on your own, I guess. Like, I had a guy come into the stream, he was explaining things to me. I went halfway paying attention, but I began to understand things. It took a while. Got a shotgun here. I don't think I want to use a shotgun. No, thank you. But basically, it's a timed run for money. I guess to be the best way to describe it. Roguelike experience with 6 little infiltration missions with bonus payouts and upgrades and stuff. And you're just supposed to, if you go out throughout the base like ship, try to just, deactivate different shields and whatnot, and survive. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Gotta find some ammo. Uh-oh.
Code recovered.
Yeah, it definitely helps. Like, there was some things that could have been better explained, and some stuff that they should have included in like a tutorial. Whoa. Escape. Try to find the ammo thing by going around. I think there's an ammo thing, right? That's a shotgun deal, I think. That's a shotgun. That is not what I need. Like, the game it's alright. Like, bottom line, it should have been better explained. Once you get past that, it's just enjoyable. It's more like a simple roguelike, like arcade type experience, like a shoot 'em up type deal with objectives and little quick objectives you're supposed to complete within a timed fashion, and it's just an alright game for $11. I recommend it. Like, I could get behind it. Whoa! I am back in the corner.
Repaired.
Definitely in a place I don't need to be. But yeah, I'm drawn into it right now. Like at first I was a little skeptical, a little turned off by the lack of a proper tutorial. But then once I understood it, I liked it. It's definitely worthy of a yeah. Indies can be great. You know, there's no doubt about it. Indies can be much better than AAA releases. And this is just as good as example as any. You know, the core game is really good, addictive, challenging. It's a good game. Like, let's see if I can. I am in a bad place again. I don't think there's any ammo here either. I'm about to get bored, people. Yep, bored. Getting back out of this place. Oh yeah, that's not where I need to be.
Repaired.
Like I started off reviewing indies. Indies were my main source of review material, and I loved the Xbox 360 days, like the XBL IT games that came out for, you know, $1 or up, you know, just a couple of bucks a piece, and some of those were so fun. They were really good, and I couldn't recommend some of them enough. Some of them I liked them, you know, much more than a game you would have paid $60 for. Like, even in their simplicity, they just indies are good. Like, might get this shotgun just to give me something. Give me something to shoot it with, I think. Okay, shotgun's better than I thought it would be. It's a long distance shotgun, it looks like. There's the ammo I was looking for, I think. I can't shoot outside that. I don't think I'm gonna meet the time on this. I don't even know if there was a time limit on this thing. Man, that shotgun hits hard. Highly recommend using it if you get the upgrade. That was a key thing, so I just visited that area for pretty much no good reason at all. That's the core. That's the end goal right there. Gotta find the shield. Get a little sloppy. Prepare to supply. not there. Okay. This stream actually went on 30 minutes longer than I had planned, but I wanted to show more of the game, give my thoughts and opinions on it. The rogue part of the game seems to be more of the same, but not exactly. Once I complete this, I'll be able to tell you whether or not it's a mirror of the campaign, but just a different, I don't need to be in here. Okay, it's this, you gotta follow the yellow brick road, as it were, to the little shield generator. Suit upgrade. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Key terminal.
Key code recovered.
So I just bounced that back out my... Oh, dude. Oh, shotgun ammo. Yeah, I needed to find that ammo and I didn't.
Grenade ammunition depleted.
Oh, I'm about out of shotgun ammo, so that's gonna suck. Don't know where that ammo crate is. I don't know if there was an ammo crate, but it would be nice if there was. I think I killed the shield generator, so I can go in and actually do away with the brain, the mother brain thing, which is over that way. Uh-oh. Got stuck in the side of the building, as it were. It's a brain, mother brain. Mother brain, shoot me. Oh, I have no, I am out of ammo, I think, and that's not good. Yep, out of ammo. Gotta go find ammo just to kill the, boss, as it were. The, mother brain deal. Let's see. I don't even know if there is an ammo crate. I know some things have it. Okay, there's some stuff over here, but I'm gonna be in the presence of enemies. Got some hull repair stuff, so that's okay. Don't have no grenades or anything, so that sucks. Don't hit me. Uh-oh, things. Bad things. Yeah, you definitely gotta use your ammo for what's important here. There's a weapon pod. Barricade shield. Alright. Wasn't exactly a weapon, I don't think. Different type of shield. Probably not as good as what I had, which is not cool. Gotta find that ammo. Like, there's gotta be ammo crate in here somewhere. I imagine the rogue mode is more like a randomly generated experience. Like, not as linear as the campaign. Nothing here, nothing there. I don't even know. I can't end this, like, if I don't have ammo, I cannot blow up the core, which would suck. I see what looks like an ammo crate, but I don't think that is what that is. That's that stupid thing right there. Already got that. What is artifact pod? Okay, I am totally missing that.
We're not the first invaders
Got
to
a
visit this fleet for
trophy.
years. These chitinous shells appear to belong to an entirely separate alien faction, unlike any of the other materials we've recovered. Raiders, predators, or simply curious explorers. In any case, the fleet security systems made short work of them. Let's hope we don't share their fate.
This, you know, this game actually, I don't know who developed it. I didn't pay attention. Probably should have. This looks kind of like what Rive's design was like. The animation, the characters, the whole design, the 2.5 D type of design that it is. It definitely looks to be that sort of company who would have done that. Let's see, what is that? It doesn't. There's nothing. Like, if I can't find ammo, I'm just SOL here. Like, I'm going into outer space. I don't think there's anything that way. It's telling me to destroy the core, but yeah, if I don't have ammo, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Whoa, there's a thing out here. Yep. Let's see. Wonder if I can ram the core. That'd be interesting. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but it'd be interesting nonetheless. That key. I'm gonna attempt it, and then I'm gonna. Yeah, I can ram it. I think I'm about dead. Got a key. Got rammed it. Oh man, that was not smart. That was not smart. Yeah. I figured it would turn out like that though. There's something down there. What is that? I really wanted to complete this, but like this is dragging on. This is like this is dragging on unnecessarily. Not seeing any ammo drops. sucks. I'm gonna fly out in outer space. See if I can find anything out here. Oh, dude. Probably not. No. That map, that actually reminds me of a game I used to play on the Nintendo called Solar Jetman. That was a very, very challenging game. The gravity in that was what made it so challenging. Is basically in the spaceship where you could like detach as a human explorer and actually go into it, and you basically tried to loot the map and avoid enemies and stuff and try to do stuff. It's a pretty cool game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to quit on this. Like I can't do anything without a loot box, and I think I've expended all the ammo and resources. I'm gonna give it one last bash and try to see if I can hammer it out here. I don't think it's damaging it, to be honest. Yeah, they ain't no hope for me. But anyways, I'd like to thank you for joining the stream. If you want to catch up on all that I said in this stream, it is an hour and 18 minutes long at this point. I would say check out my YouTube channel. The full thing is going on there. You'll get to see my struggle with the understanding of the game at the beginning. You'll get to see me, you know, fully understand it later on in the campaign, and you know, and you'll find my favoritism of the game after figuring it out. You know, it's an alright game for $11 and some odd cents. It's alright game, alright indie. Just could have been better explained in my opinion. Not bad at all, I would say. I'm gonna do a review, posted review, when I spend some time with it and try out everything, and probably put a link to that in the YouTube video to go along with it, so you can read it if you like. And yeah, thank you for stopping by, listening to my ramblings and thoughts on the game. I know you missed a lot of it, but you'll get to see it, and I hope you do watch it. Fast forward into the meat of it if you have to, and do whatever. But I shall talk at you later, and enjoy the rest of your day and all that good stuff. Bye.